There comes a time in life when you have to stop playing small, stop living in excuses, and face the toughest battle you'll ever fight. The battle against the weakest version of yourself. That version of you is holding you back. It's whispering lies and you can't do it. Or maybe tomorrow. Let me tell you something. Tomorrow doesn't belong to the weak, it belongs to the bold. The first step in defeating the weak version of yourself is admitting it exists. Too many people hide behind denial, convincing themselves that everything is fine while their lives remain stagnant. Ignoring your weaknesses won't make them disappear. It only allows them to grow stronger. Take a hard look in the mirror and call it out. Is it procrastination, self-doubt, or fear of failure? Name it. Excuses are the fuel that keeps weakness alive. You might tell yourself that life is hard, the odds are stacked against you, or that you need more time. Let me tell you something. Every champion has faced obstacles. What separates them is their refusal to let excuses define their reality. Excuses are nothing but lies that keep you comfortable in mediocrity. Stop blaming external factors for internal problems. Yes, life throws curveballs, but your reaction to them is what determines your future. Take accountability for your actions, choices, and mindset. When you do this, you take back the power you've been given away to your circumstances. Acknowledging your weakness isn't about beating yourself up. It's about taking responsibility. Weakness grows when you refuse to confront it. Strength begins when you decide to take ownership of your life and stop waiting for someone else to save you. When you acknowledge your flaws, you also open the door to solutions. You begin to see opportunities to grow, learn, and improve. Daniel, on the other hand, keeps you blind and stagnant. Embrace. The discomfort of facing your weaknesses is the first step to killing them. You can't heal what you refuse to admit is broken. Weakness loves secrecy and it thrives in darkness. Shine a light on it by being honest with yourself. Honesty isn't a weakness, it's a strength in disguise. Once you've acknowledged your weakness, you create a starting point. From there, every step you take is a step toward becoming a stronger version of yourself. But remember, you can't win a fight if you refuse to admit you're in one. Change doesn't happen until you make a decision. Not a casual, half-hearted decision, but a firm, unwavering one. The weak version of yourself is comfortable because it knows you're not fully committed to change. You keep tiptoeing around the idea of growth instead of diving into it headfirst. Decide today that you've had enough of being less than your potential. There's a power in saying, "I'm done." When you reach that point, you tap into a reservoir of strength you didn't even know you had. Think about it. Every major transformation in life starts with a decision. You don't stumble into success or accidentally become disciplined. It's a conscious, deliberate choice. The weak version of you will fight back. It'll whisper doubts in your ear, reminding you of past failures and telling you to wait for the right time. Let me tell you something. The right time doesn't exist. Waiting is a luxury that weakness can't afford. Decide now, not later. Deciding that enough is enough means drawing a line in the sand. It's about saying, "I will no longer tolerate this version of myself." This isn't about anyone else. It's about you and the person you see in the mirror. That's the only competition that matters. When you decide to change, your actions follow. It's not just about saying it, it's about living it. Decisions backed by consistent action lead to transformation. The weak version of you relies on inconsistency, so kill it by staying committed every single day. The beauty of this decision is that it's a turning point. From this moment on, you're no longer the person who makes excuses or hides from challenges. You're the person who takes charge, who faces adversity head-on, and who refuses to back down. Decide today to fight for your dreams, your goals, and your future. Weakness doesn't survive in the presence of conviction. Once you make the decision, you're unstoppable. That weak version of yourself, it doesn't stand a chance. Fear is the root of the weak version of yourself. It's the voice that tells you, "What if it doesn't work out? Oh, what if they judge me?" That voice is nothing, boys, and it feeds off your hesitation. Every time you hesitate, procrastinate, or overthink, you're giving fear more power. It grows stronger, and the weak version of you thrives in that environment. To stop feeding your fear, you have to take action, even when it terrifies you. Fear hates movement because action exposes its lies. The moment you step forward, even if it's just a small step, fear begins to shrink. So wait for the fear to go away. Move through it. Fear doesn't disappear. You just learn to overpower by doing the very thing you're afraid of. Your comfort zone is fear's favorite hiding place. That's where the weak version of you feels safe. But let me tell you something. Nothing grows in the comfort zone. If you want to kill that weak version of yourself. You have to step outside of what feels safe. Embrace discomfort. It's not your enemy, it's your teacher. Fear thrives on what-if scenarios. It convinces you to imagine the worst-case outcomes and keeps you frozen in indecision. But what if you flip the script? What if you focus on the best-case scenario instead? Start asking yourself, what if it works out? What if this decision changes my life? Shift your perspective, and you'll starve your fear of its control. Stop feeding fear by surrounding yourself with courage. Spend time with people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be brave. Courage is contagious, and the more you see others face their fears, the more you'll believe you can face yours too. Fear is not a wall, it's a door. You just have to push through it. The weak version of you will tell you to stop, to retreat, to play it safe. But remember, every time you push past fear, you're killing that weak version and stepping into the stronger, bolder version of yourself. If you keep feeding your fear, it'll eat you alive. Starve it with action, confidence, and persistence. The moment you stop giving it power, it loses its grip. That's how you kill fear and the weak version of you along with it. You are the company you keep. If you spend your time with people who complain, make excuses, and accept mediocrity, you'll start to reflect on the habits. The weak version of you thrives in that environment because it feels normal there. If you want to kill that version of yourself, you have to elevate your circle. Strong people don't just talk about what they're going to do, they do it. They challenge themselves daily and inspire others to do the same. When you surround yourself with these people, their energy becomes contagious. You start to see what's possible because you're witnessing it firsthand. Look around you.